welcome to another episode of the GES Good Energy Squad. This is another podcast with the one, the only, mi amiga, Nickie. Nickie goes by a lot of nicknames. Honestly, I don't even know what to call you lately because she has like 3 to 4 pages on the internet.
Yeah, everybody
Introduce
calls me
yourself.
Nickie T, honey. Nickie T, that's it.
Nickie T with the T. We're gonna spill the tea today.
Yeah, Nickie T. We're gonna spill the tea, the Nickie T.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, age, all of that.
All right. I say, well, my name's Nickie T. I am currently the owner and operator of a small cleaning business. I'm a former school teacher, and I was born and raised right here in Columbus, Georgia, my whole life. I'm sorry.
You're a Southern charm, a true Southern charm.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Spent a lot of time with my grandparents growing up, so that's kind of why I talk the way I do, I guess.
So you never moved? You've never left Columbus?
No, I've been here. I have not. Been here my whole life.
How old are you, Nickie?
I'm 28.
28. Isn't your birthday coming up?
Mm-hmm. It's in February.
So you just turned 28?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I just wanted you to be 30 sooner because you guys make me feel real old.
No, 28. So that's old enough for me. I don't want to be older yet.
You mentioned you are the operator of a cleaning business, but you didn't say the name of the business. Please tell us.
Yeah, that is called Mid-Century Made. I love the 1950s and everything from mid-century America, so that's where the name came from. It's called the Mid-Century Made.
Now, that is super interesting about you. Let's first talk how we met. And when we met, we were talking about this early. And it's exactly, almost, guys, 2 years from today. Exactly, I don't know the freaking years. 1 year and 362 days ago on a Black Friday.
Absolutely. Let's say I remember it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was training with my trainer Jeff, and I was on bench press, which is one of my least favorite things to do, and I was just crumbling under the weight of 85 pounds, and he was screaming at me up, and then here comes this girl who's all loud and like wide awake first thing in the morning, and she's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, well, hello," like, who is this? But no, she was a doll then, she's a doll now.
What else did I say? I forced you to take a photo. She found the photo, guys.
Yeah, I know. I think you said I think I seen you on Southern Nutrition Story, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah, I love Southern Nutrition. That's a good place, man. That's a good place.
We're not sponsored by Southern Nutrition. I just want to put that out there.
Oh yeah.
No, it's okay. They could send us some stuff. They do give me a lot of samples, though.
I know. Yeah, but so hopefully we'll get sponsored by them eventually.
Right. We do like some protein and all of this good stuff, and that they sell in there. And of course, they're good people and locally owned, so we definitely support our local businesses because that's what we are. Crazy, absolutely. Right? That brings me to that photo. I introduced you to Black Friday. I introduced myself. I don't know how we talked, obviously, because I talked to everybody, but I was complimenting your arms because I'm very hard to build biceps, and we will post those photos. What people don't know, majority of my listeners, and they're all over, by the way, Spain and everywhere, they don't know how you started. So I need people to understand, people that don't know you, because again, this podcast is getting listened. So imagine nobody knows you. Tell us your weight loss journey and transformation, because it blew my mind when you told me that day.
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, I lost about, give or take, 121, 122 pounds. But I got there. So it's kind of a long story. Try to make it short. I grew up here in the South. You can probably hear it in my accent. So we ate really good food all the time. It tasted really well. You know, my parents could cook. My grandparents could cook. We had Little Debbie cakes in the cabinet all the time. We love those. And then we had sweet tea that had 2 cups of sugar per gallon in it that we drank like water. That's just kind of how we live, you know. So we live like that all the time, and like being physically active or lifting weights or going for walks or runs was not really a thing that we did. And that's just kind of how we live. So I was always heavier, and then you know because I was heavier, I definitely didn't want to do any exercise because it's so much harder, you know. So I lived like that into my adult life. I kept eating that way. Whatever food tasted good, I just ate it. And I ate a lot of fast food, a lot of fried chicken. It's my favorite thing still to this day. I was eating that probably like every day. And one day I woke up and I was 265 pounds, being 5'4".
Wow. What
And
was your age? Oh,
I think it was 25, 24, 25. Yeah. Yep, 24, 25 years old, and I was almost 300 pounds. Um, and it's crazy. I don't think I've ever even told you this, Pauline. The reason I lost the weight, it's pretty crazy. I did not lose it for myself when I first did it. I lost it because I was crazy over this guy, and I thought that would make him like me in return. And newsflash, it didn't. So when I first lost all that weight, you know, I'd come so far and I could never see it. And I think that was to do with the fact that I didn't do it for myself in the first place. You know, I did it for somebody else, just to like me, and it didn't even work. So I ended up gaining some of it back, but I'm working right now for nobody but me to get it back off and get even further ahead than I was when I lost all the weight. My lowest weight was like 141 pounds. I had bicep veins. Never got a shoulder vein, but it's coming. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty jacked there for a little while, you know, but I could never even see it. I remember when you and Amanda said you want to work out, I was like, why do they want to work out with me? I'm not in shape, you know. It's crazy how much your mindset can play a role in every other part of your life. You know, it can really put a hindrance on you.
so what you're saying is when we met you at God's, and of course Amanda and I always love working out in the AM, and she's shredded. To me, she's has so much muscle. Her body incredible, over 40, mom of 3, respect. You still saw yourself like that,
Oh,
obese,
absolutely.
overweight, even when you had muscles and were shredded. And I had this conversation on my episode with Jake, and he also came from a big weight loss. That he will always seem in the back of his mind, remind himself how fat and what how he ate with the fries and the milkshakes and just all that mentality. He still sees in the mirror, even if you have abs. That guy, it's living in his mind, and that's horrible. You need to let go. I
Yeah, absolutely. And I was finally able to do that. You know, thank God I was able to do it. But when I was as lean as I could be, I could fit into vintage clothing. That was one of the reasons I was so happy that I got smaller, because I could wear 1950s clothes. I'd always loved the fashion, and like I said, every you know, aesthetic part of the 1950s I'm crazy about. So I could wear the vintage clothes. You know, that was cool. But you know, deep down, no matter how lean I got and no matter how much weight I could pick up, I look in the mirror and I still see the same 265-pound girl, you know, no matter
e-
what.
even with those side to side pictures that you were sending me early, that we will share with the Grid Energy Squad.
Absolutely. So, yeah, you'll see, like, when I was thin and, you know, I looking back now, like, yeah, I'm like, wow, I look really good then, you know, but I
Extremely good.
couldn't see it.
But
I
now you
couldn't.
see it.
I do now. Yeah, absolutely. Because I changed the way that I view myself entirely. And it's a
Well, you
very
know what?
freeing
You didn't
experience.
see it. Yeah, because it's in your head. So your head is going to believe whatever you tell it. Your mind believes what you are. So if you tell yourself you're a piece of shit, you're a bad person, you're broke, all of these things I avoid even mentioning, just thinking about them, it's all toxic. Or, oh my God, I feel fat. I hear it all the time from friends with 6 packs every morning. But that's just, I can't come to accept people are fighting their own battles. Like I too feel uncomfortable with certain clothes, and maybe for somebody else, I am their body goals. Like you're somebody's body goals, and you never saw yourself like that. At that time, we had a friend too that lost a lot of weight, and they never showed your arms. Like think about it. It's like you're so hard on yourself all the time. You never appreciate that other people wish to have your body or be in the position that you were.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you got a black curtain in front of you. You can't see anything beyond it. You know. Um, but to say, I remember people would look at me like I was crazy when I would say, "Oh my god, I look so fat." Ew, you know. Like I remember we were at a boot camp one night, and I had on a hoodie, like one of them big old hoodies, because I had on a crop, and I didn't want to wear it to be like out there in front of everybody. I didn't want to wear a crop in front of other people. You're like, take the hoodie off, and I did, and it was okay. But I was just like, I'm trying to cover up, for
Why?
you.
You had shoulders, you were showing your arms, remember? I remember we were doing boot camp at Gods of Iron when and the PM. I don't even know why I was doing that. I was really highly motivated. But crazy me there. Under 40, probably. That said, it's funny because I say this all the time. I don't know if the universe, however the universe work, but the fact that I am currently cleaning my closet and decluttering and giving away my workout clothes. When I met you, I also did that. And I saw you and I said, you need to wear better clothes. Let me give you some of my workout clothes. I love, 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 love giving away whatever I have. And I know you guys are gonna look good. And man, you look good. And you sent me that photo. I remember you texted to me and said, no, maybe when I get comfortable. Bitch, how fucking hot you look on that Nike Prime Gymshark leggings that I gave you. And you
I know,
never,
I know,
never.
I know. Just looking back, man, like I still have them too. They're just packed away with all my workout clothes that don't fit right now. But um, but anyway, I put it on at home, and I was like, okay, this is nice, but I can't go into public, showing all this loose skin and all. I can't do it. And let me get back. Just let me get back, and where I can wear them again. It's coming.
They're
Just
gonna
what?
see the photo and they're gonna see no loose skin. You can
Yeah,
even see abs on that photo that you sent me.
I know, which is
We all
insane.
have excess skin. Like right now that I'm losing weight, I saw it this morning. I was looking at my abs, but the skin still does that little. We hate it. We're so hard on ourselves.
Yeah,
Where it looks like a between like a donut and like how it falls. I mean, we all have it. But we're
yeah,
also females and have a whole uterus there too. So it stays bloated majority of the time right after we drink water. You
yeah.
have to accept that part of us too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I said, nowadays I'm feeling a lot better about it, honey. I love myself more right now, 40 pounds heavier than I did when I was at my peak. You know?
That it's key because the majority of the people that are, and this is obviously not everybody. I feel great when I'm lean. I'm not miserable. A lot of people are like, oh, when I had a six pack, well, I never had one to begin with. Or when I
Yeah.
was leaner, I was just not happy. Okay, well, I'm sure I will be really, really happy because I'll be able to eat a lot. So I guess it's different mindset, right? On when, but I also was super, super happy when I never worked out and when I
Yeah.
was eating fried chicken and when I
Yeah.
was eating let the record straight that this person made me a Little Debbie Christmas cheesecake.
I sure did. And I brought it to the gym and I put it in the gym fridge. And hey, and I'm going to do it again this Christmas. So you better get ready.
Yeah, I love Little Debbie. Everybody knows that's how I got this booty, which I'm going to take this opportunity not only to show you all my ass. Sorry, I'm not wearing Black Friday anymore. There's my big Little Debbie booty. This is all by Little Debbie's. And don't tell me I didn't do good. And this is my new shirt that you probably can't read. But it's a new logo. It's in the little Spanish. It just says "Don't be a pendeja," which is what where you're heading. Yeah, I think when I met you, you were look fire, but your mind pendeja still.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. I was just going through a lot of things. I said that same guy that I lost the weight for was still like hyper focused on that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't good enough all the time. And yeah, it was absolutely crazy in hindsight. That was absolutely crazy, and I'm never going back there until the day I die.
Can we please thank this guy though? Honestly, if it wasn't for him, would have changed your life at that time?
Honestly, probably not at that time. No, that was the main reason that I did it. And I did read a book by Dolly Parton that kind of kickstarted me into doing it, and it planted the seed of self love. It's called Dream More. It's just kind of about
Mm.
how to handle yourself. So that did kickstart it. But the reason I chose to do it was to try to convince him that I was worthy enough to be with.
And that's why it didn't work out at the end. It's
Yeah,
not.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's that whatever it was ended, and friendship ended, and 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 then I kind of went off the rails a little bit, and so put the weight back on some of it, but it's coming off because I'm in the right mindset now. Yeah.
You didn't put the weight back on. We all gained 10 to 20 pounds, 40, whatever. You're talking about 120 plus pounds that you lost.
Yeah, I
Don't
did.
ever, don't
Yeah.
ever think you're gonna get back to that. I don't think that you'll ever get, and you won't. I won't let you.
No, no. It's kind of a crazy, crazy year it's been. I was working a really stressful job, and was not active on the job. I was in one spot all day long, and I could walk around in there in my classroom, but I couldn't really like be active. I wasn't picking things up. I wasn't, doing things. When I would get up in the morning, I'd sleep like at the last possible minute. I'd be so tired from working because it's a very exhausting and stressful job. And after school, there wasn't no way I was doing anything. So all I would do every day was come home and lay on my couch. Like for over like a year and a half, I did this. So had that happen, I had a really significant person in my life pass away, and I had a relationship end all in a year. So I just kind of put everything else to the wayside and was like uh, concerned with like I guess my own mental state. That's all I could think of was like how bad things were, and how much I hated what I was doing to my body, but I didn't care enough about it to do anything differently. It was just a really really crazy time, and I kind of
Toxic.
went sideways.
It's called toxic. You were giving yourself. You were not taking care of yourself. And
No.
here at the Good Energy Squad, that is the number one thing. I don't care if you guys think I'm selfish. I don't care if you guys call me whatever, full of myself. I gotta be okay. I gotta put myself first before anybody else. And this has been the year of Pauline. I do a lot for others, and that's who we are. We're a nature. We're givers. We're givers. We're caring people, and that's what we got brought together. I feel like in life you get brought together with people that are like you, but we can't let ourselves go, or everything crumbles. Isn't the key to success is taking care of yourself?
Yeah, I believe so now. Absolutely. Like I said, with all that happening, it finally kind of forced me to realize, like, hey, you know, at the end of the day, you got friends, you got some family and such, but you got to be okay with yourself because you're all you got, you know? And I thought of myself as a little kid, and I thought, would I be treating that little kid this way? And no, I wouldn't, you know? So I was like, it makes no sense for me to continue to speak to myself this way and think this way about myself and treat myself this way. It makes no sense. That's stupid. So I changed my belief, my core belief, and it affected everything else in my life, my performance at work, the way I interpreted things that happened in the world and around me. It changed everything. So I changed that core belief that was negative, that said I wasn't good enough, to I am good enough. I'm worthy. I'm deserving. Yeah, and it absolutely just it changed my life so quickly.
Your entire life, right? It's like 50 new doors open for you. I'm gonna show you something. I have a manifestation that I write on every day.
Yeah,
Just
I
my
love that.
my affirmations. I don't know where this Nickie came from, but I love it. But it's funny that we were both working on the same, but not in the same at the same time, but without knowing. And now we're here
Oh
in
yeah,
the same
absolutely.
mindset. It's so hard when you're not. Another thing that I want to advise, you can't surround yourself with people that are not there yet. that are not
Yeah.
ready to take care of themselves, that are not in the mindset to move forward. That's why you would probably have had issues or have problems. You can't have a couple or a partner that is not there, that the mentality is below you. And I'm not saying below you like they're less. I'm saying they don't see themselves bettering themselves. You have to be with someone that sees what you see, that have goals, that are motivated, that are positive, that are bringing joy into your life. That is key, who you surround yourself, and who you can't be sleeping with the enemy, literally.
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. Like I said, once I shifted it, like I said, so many other things just kind of fell into place, and I realized too that, like I said, you can't. It's like you're trying to, climb your way out of a hole, and you're building a ladder, and you're going up the side of the hole to get out, and then everyone else who's still in the same old mindset is down there trying to pull you back down.
Let him down there, baby, and keep climbing. Let him. A lot of people have fall off this year that I started taking action. That's the key.
Yep.
Taking action, like taking yourself to the gym, meal prepping, basic stuff, right? Sleeping, drinking water. Oh, let's show our water bottles. Here we are showing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I got back on a gym routine. So yeah. Oh yeah. I got one too. Twins. And then I got good old Dolly Parton right here doing
She
a
loves
flex.
Dolly Parton, y'all. I'm sorry, off topic. I gave her a Dolly Parton cake and a Dolly Parton shirt. Is that the one I gave you?
T-shirt. No, this isn't
Is
one. I still got it
oh,
though. Yeah. Yeah.
Black Face on
But
Black
this is
Friday.
another one.
But I know I gave you
Yeah,
one, right?
you
I
did. Yeah.
your birthday was coming up to me. That's why.
Yeah, Dolly Parton is just the queen. But anyway, yeah, I started going back to the gym, and honestly, it's wild. Like I just used to live and breathe for the iron. You know what I mean? I used to love being there, and just I loved it. And I didn't go for like 7 months,
Wow.
which is insane for me. But I didn't go one time for like 7 months, and I went, and I'm at a different gym than I used to be at, but I went in there, and I felt so out of place. I felt like I was a beginner, like on day one again. Um, and I feel like this is a problem that nobody talks about enough. Like when you first go into the gym, um, it's an intimidating process to begin with because you don't know what you're doing. There's all these different machines. There's all these different cable attachments. There's all these different things you don't know what you're doing. Then if you try to use like barbells or dumbbells, you don't know form, and you're trying to figure that out. You don't want to look stupid, and that's already like stressful enough. And then you go in there, and then you have some girls in there in their little sets that are like, oh, we're better than you because we know what we're doing, and they look at you crazy because you're heavier than them, and they're like, this big around, and yeah, and it's just not a good vibe. And then some of the guys in there too are kind of like that, they're like got the arrogance deal going on.
Let the record straight. She's not talking about Gods of Iron. Just for the record.
No, I'm not. This is a
I don't let no bitches fly like that in my watch. I don't like mean girls, but I know who you're talking about. You don't gotta say names. They think they're the shit and supermodels. And I'm sorry, honey, I don't care if you are a Kardashian. You are how you treat others, and your value is not measured in the way you look. It's how you act and how you behave towards other people. That speaks volumes to me. And of course, again, I can dress up and have my curl and makeup and act like I'm well taken care of, but in reality, you could still be a shitty person, and that makes you ugly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I just that's one thing that I kind of forgot it. When I was at God's, I was in good shape, and I didn't think nothing of it. And then I go to another gym, and it's just because I'm not lean anymore. Too, I'm not as lean as I used to be. I just feel like so out of place, and it's a really hard thing like that. I don't think anybody talks about enough that how the people in the gym sometimes can behave, and I think that's unacceptable by every count. That's just ridiculous. I don't care how fit you are. I don't care, if you're the prettiest person in the whole wide world, you could at least be decent. And if you're looking at somebody that's doing something wrong, walk over there and help them. If you know so much, take your behind over there and say, hey, look, can I show you a few things, like, politely? You know, it's not that hard. Or don't be mad if somebody's taking too long. Just ask how many steps you got left. It's not that serious, you know?
Don't be an asshole. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Don't
Plain and
be an
simple. Yeah.
asshole. And treat others how you want to be treated. But this is, I'm telling you, those people, they have a lot of personal work to do. It's not, we don't even need to judge them because their lives and paths will show them the way. So I'm always that's why I'm kind and talk to everybody that I can. People might like it or not. There was this guy today at the gym, you know me. I see a new person at the gym. I had the AM squad. I had to go, hi, sir, and then let him know the speech that, by the way, on Fridays, we wear black.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, who is this crazy ass bitch? She probably gonna say no, and I'll be okay. But at least I tried. I'm not gonna get mad, but I'm gonna make an effort to go and talk to you because being at the gym is so hard. You just said it. You didn't go for 7 months. Waking up, how hard it is. Just showing up. So why do you think somebody that put up 5 alarms to get up and is fighting their own demons wants to come to the gym to deal with your bitch ass face or criticize it?
I know.
Last thing I need.
I know. Like I said, I don't understand that, but and I don't know. Like I said, what would drive anybody to be that way? You know, when I was in my peak shape, I was just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see that I was jacked to begin with, and I was just happy to be there and happy to work out. And like I said, I remember even you talking to me like, she's fit. Why is she talking to me? I didn't even realize I was fit, man. Like,
I was not fit. I thought you were fit.
Yeah.
I was not fit. I had no. You put me. We did a workout together. This bitch. She put me through Jeff's workout. They get 50 reps of biceps. I'm like, no. I'd rather never have biceps than do this bullshit.
Oh
You
yeah, it's like the drop set with the preacher curl. Oh yeah.
You made me do it and was fixing. You were fixing my form and everything. So you have to give yourself credit. I thought you were the pro.
Yeah.
Because it shows. It shows, but you couldn't see it. And even if you'd look like, again, I didn't know Nickie, for the record, when she was 200 and some pounds, but I still would have talked to you. I talked to the biggest guys in the gym too, and girls. It doesn't matter what size you're there. You're my friend. And it makes me sad that you thought that was so weird that people talk to you, other good looking girls or whatever.
Well, yeah, I'd say I always just had that mentality, you know, like, why would they want to talk to me? You know, and that's really sad in hindsight. Like I said, that was the past, and I'm never going there again. That's over.
No, if they don't talk to you, it's their fucking loss. Because look at you, baby, winning. This is exactly where we're going right next. Tell us exactly how you discover self-love and how discovering that it's opening transformation and inspiring you ideas for your life. Because that's the key, right? Like, I want everybody at GS or anybody listening there are stuck and like have nothing to do, don't want to go to the gym. Maybe they don't want to work out. You don't have to. Self-love is the core to start bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I was a classroom teacher for a year and a half, and it was very stressful, and I just determined that job was not for me. I graduated from college to do it. It took me 8 years to get a 4-year degree. It took me a long time to get my degree, and I got it, and I was a teacher. Decided it wasn't for me because it was really bad for my mental health. I just couldn't do it. I quit doing that, and when I got out, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know what I'm going to do for work. And when I was in college, I cleaned some houses with my friend. We did that like on the side, you know, to get a little extra money. And I was thinking, well, you know, I can clean a few houses here and there. Well, I ended up getting a cleaning job that was pretty big, bigger than anything I'd ever done before, and it was a pretty nasty job. But anyway, we did that, and we got paid very well for that job. And I was like, you know what? I could probably do this for a business. And I wanted to do it, but I was kind of scared. And I was like, no, I have to have a concrete income. No, I have to go get a regular job. And then when I discovered self-love, this wasn't that long ago. I was like, wait a minute, stop, Nickie. Like, you've had a crazy couple of years. Like, you can do this. You can make the money doing this. Stop freaking out. Stop, you know, worrying about it. You're going to be okay. It's going to work out because you're good at what you do. Every time you go to a house, the customer says you cleaned it to perfection. You can do it. So I'm determined that that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to work for anybody else. I don't want to beg to take a day off to go to the freaking doctor. I just want to work for myself and be happy. When I go clean houses, I'm so happy. I can listen to my country music or the old 50s music, and I can just clean and everything looks nice, and then I get my paycheck and I go home. It's just that simple.
And you don't have coworkers, and nobody tell you what to do.
No, I don't. I don't have any employees, and I don't have a boss. It is just me. I say, Nikki, what are we going to do today? And I say, we're going to go to work. That's all I got to, only person I got to answer to is me, and my customers. That's it. Yeah.
If you're talking to the voices in your head, this is about to turn into a life coach situation here. I might need to bring him back.
Oh, no, man, no.
I'll call.
I hate that crazy.
No, but you know what? You have to be that crazy. That's exactly where I'm going. What we're doing is fucking crazy. Like, who would have thought? We're like in this meme. Have you ever seen that meme? When who would have thought? Look at us. Look at us. We started our businesses same year without people. We did not communicate this with each other. It just happened. We just took those decisions. The situations were preparing us for this moment. We just found out we both did our LLCs alone with no guidance. We learned on the internet. I was telling her I did my trademark all by myself. I did amendments. We know how to.
Same.
Am I a lawyer? Like we did. We had to change addresses. W-4. I'm paying taxes monthly.
Yeah.
Who am I? Look at me. Look at me. A tax certificate and everything. What? You gotta pay taxes. If you got one of these, you pay taxes. I almost changed the name of a business card. I'm making her uniforms. Like we're making it. It all started with what? With self-love. Right?
Absolutely. Like I said,
it was that simple. I love myself, and what? And I don't want to do what I'm doing for the rest of my life. I'm unhappy. I have to do something that I love.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Did you hear that, Colin?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just knew that I could not continue to go to a place every day that was gonna be detrimental to me in more ways than one. I mean, I remember one day I felt my heart beating in the side of my head from the amount of stress I was under from being in a room. I'm 28 years old. Like I shouldn't be feeling like I want to have a stroke just trying to go do my job.
And you could.
Yeah, exactly. My resting heart rate used to be in the 40s when I was leaner. When I started my job, my resting heart rate was like, I think, over 100 at all times.
If it costs your peace, it's too expensive. And on Nickie's defense, she got really smart. She's not risking her life. She's smart with money. I don't want people to worry. Some of us, I do still need my paycheck. I would love to quit. I know it's coming. I know GS is my calling, but she had the opportunity to just invest on herself. And that job pays shit anyways, right? Your teaching job was not even worth keeping for the income.
Well, no. I mean, not for me. Some people, like, that's what they're called to do, and I think that's awesome. And just too, I want to give a shout out on here to every classroom teacher around, because I have so much respect for them, seeing what they do every day. I only lasted a year and a half. I just couldn't do it. But I've got friends that've done it 25 years, and I just needed to tell them, if they watch this, that God bless you and keep on keeping on, because it is the most stressful job I've ever worked in my life. But like I said, it was not worth my peace, my home life being affected, time with my family, because I was, too busy coming home to lay on the couch. I didn't even go see my family. I didn't go out and do anything, except for like go to get groceries or just go out to get fast food most of the time, really. I didn't do anything. I'd go straight to work, straight home, straight to the couch, get up to eat dinner, lay back on the couch, go to sleep. That was my life for a year.
It's like you're in that rat. That's how I see myself on my day job. Unfortunately, I see myself like that rat on the squeaky wheel. You know what I'm talking about on those projects? The little mouses or mices. I don't know how to
Oh
say.
yeah, on a
I think
wheel, yeah.
on the wheel.
On a
That's
hamster wheel, yeah.
that's a 9 to 5. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't care what anybody says. You're making other people rich. So
Oh,
there's two options.
absolutely.
You either make yourself rich and work the shit out of it, because let me be clear, and Nikki can, she's busting her ass. She's cleaning disgusting places. I've seen videos. She's not just out there showing up with her little gloves and not putting the work. I'm here making shirts probably till 1 a.m. in the morning because I want to make it, I want to see it happen. But I'd rather that, and I'd rather it takes me years than be in that wheel forever.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I couldn't imagine if that was happening to me, with my health issues and stuff. I didn't mention this. I went to the doctor once, and he recommended I go on heart medication because my
Hmm?
heart rate was getting so high at work. And like I said, 28 years old, like crazy.
Oh no, yeah,
Never
my
had
job
health
has
problems
been
before in
something.
my life. Huh?
My friend Nancy had to retire and she trained me and I cried. And ever since she's gone, it's been miserable. I never hated my job until she got sick because of it. That's because I don't let things get to me. But then when I started again focusing on myself and this came up, and I came up with the Good Energy Squad, and then you know me for 2 years, I am the Good Energy Squad. It's like you had to find
Oh,
your crew.
absolutely. Mhm. Well, yeah, I always said that you needed your own gym, Pauline. I always thought that because you could create a place, and GES is definitely, I think maybe a catalyst for it, maybe. But, you could channel that good energy to everybody who walks in that door, you know, and you'd be throwing everybody out who looked at anybody sideways, like, get out, this is bad energy.
Stab him. I'll go back to my wanted. I would love that. Obviously, I would love gyms. I would love a rehab facility because I have a love for drug addicts and alcoholics. Because I was one, just like you had. Some people are addicted. I say this all the time. Food is an addiction.
Oh, yeah.
Food is completely an addiction. When I left drugs, I went for food. That's how I got
Mhm.
fat, and that's what got me in the hospital with thyroid hormone issues, and that got me to the gym. So it's like you go from drugs, alcohol, food, gym. Luckily,
Yeah.
gym is also an addiction. So now that's where I'm addicted to. And now I'm addicted to bettering myself. So I think humans need something to keep that rush. Don't you believe that?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You just
Definitely.
have
About to
to.
say. I'm feeling good about the gym like I used to now, and like I actually feel better about it than I used to. When I was training at God's, even I wasn't pushing myself to failure. So I'm doing that like for the yeah. So I did 3 sets of 10. That was it. So now every time I go to the gym, I'm pushing myself to failure, and it gives me the best feeling. Today I PR'd on the pull downs. Like I've never done pull downs with 85 pounds, and it was on close grip, and I was so excited. Like yeah, yeah.
That's
So
a
I
lot. I'm
PR'd.
on the 60s.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did. Like I said, I did 85 for I think for 8 today, 2 times.
Wow. You're
Yeah.
pushing.
So I'm pushing myself, and it's just the feeling of, like I said, getting better. And I mean, if I'm not active enough throughout the day, I'm like, hey, I got a walking treadmill in there. I'm about to go put on an episode of Desperate Housewives, my favorite show, and I'm about to go walk on that treadmill for 40 minutes while that episode plays. Because I got to get my steps. Like if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, or meeting my goal for the day, I'm gonna make it happen because I love myself, and Nicki deserves the very best. Nicki don't deserve, giving a halfway effort to get a halfway result. Nicki deserves 100%.
You
Okay.
can't see results if you don't put in the work. I say this all the time. And I have to do a lot of with the podcast and everything. And my day job being glued to this computer, and GS is also glued to a computer. I have to force myself that if I'm on my phone, I'm going to get on my fucking treadmill because I
Yep.
don't have an active work. I don't have an active life other than I don't even take my dogs for walks. We have to play in the back and throw balls because they're a menace. like their mother, so they can't be on there. But you have to. It's like I had to meet my step goal. When you have a goal, and I don't know, Nikki, if you created a vision board, do you have anything?
Yeah, I actually have a vision board. Yeah. So,
Big difference.
actually, it's crazy. I made one when I first lost weight too. Like, graduate college. It said lose 120 pounds. Yeah,
And it worked.
it worked. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. So, what's on it now is acquire some more customers because I've already gotten a few that are like rotations, so I'll have them every month. And I want to acquire a few more. If I get a few more, I'll be making more money than I was teaching, which is insanity. You know?
Instant. By cleaning
Uh,
house without a degree. Like you don't need a
yeah.
degree, people.
No, I mean,
And
I could have done it to begin with, you know, but I was like, well, I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to put some good into the world. That was my goal. I wanted to put good into the world and share the history of our nation because I love history. You can see my old 13-star flag back here. Uh, but I wanted to do that. It wasn't in the cards for me, you know, just the way that things have gone in the world. There's too much dark energy and bad things going on for me to be there to try to put light into it.
well, generations
But yeah,
change
that's
too.
what I wanted.
Most kids are out of control.
Oh yeah,
You're not gonna
absolutely.
tell
And
me.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you know, you're from Mexico, honey, and I know, respect is a lot more commonplace. You know, like decency. Um, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and both of my parents were old school. So the way that children speak to adults now, I just, you know, I was getting cussed out uh, a lot. I was getting yelled at frequently. Yeah, yeah, the chocolate. Yeah, yeah,
I used it with my children. That they're not gonna misbehave. It's sad.
yeah.
And honestly, I'm glad you mentioned that. It's one of the reasons why me and my friend Paola, she was in this episode on the Spanish podcast, we don't have kids and we're in our 40s and we choose not to. It's not a world. I don't want my kids out there. I'm
No.
sorry. It's not a world. I'm fighting for my life every day. I say it all the time. It's like, how would I bring another creature and nothing but respect for parents out there?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a world that I did not grow up in, and it's scary.
Yeah, that's the same for me. And like I said, it's just I don't. And two, if you're if you're living inside your house and you keep peace and order and you keep things in a certain way, you don't see. I mean, you see things on the news and such, but you're not exposed to, I guess, different ways of living and different belief systems, every day. And then when you walk into that, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like what's going on? So, like I said, it was just different. It was too different for me, and I don't think I was cut out for it. But it drove me to where I am now, and I'm thrilled about it because, like I said, I get to know that I'm good at something, and I see immediate results, and the customer has a smile on their face, and they're like, "Wow, Nicki, you did this," instead of saying, "Oh, you did this, this, and this, and this wrong." You know, it's like, "Wow, I wish I could clean." The tiles like that. I mean, it just makes you feel good. It's a good job for me. I love it.
You don't have to tell me. People think it's the simplest job, but it brings joy. And it's what I like. I enjoy bringing joy because life makes
Yes.
people happy. And my emails don't make anyone happy. I'm not a bitch at work, but sometimes I have to because I'm in that high pressure job with
Yeah.
corporation. And you have a manager, you have that structure, and you have rules and regulations. And I'm not who I am meant to be. But when
Mhm.
I'm here with my little press and then I'm gonna put your logos, it's gonna make me so happy. And you're gonna be so happy when you put it on because I got a high quality shirt. This person wanted to buy a shirt at Walmart. I repeat, she wanted to buy a shirt at Walmart.
Hey, I
And it's
believe in
more
Walmart,
expensive
baby.
than what I could have got. I love Walmart, but come on, you got a retailer friend now.
I know.
And I'm gonna be so happy when you wear your uniforms, and it's gonna make me happy just pressing a shirt. The simplest thing. No degree, no complicated email, no regulation, no law attached to it. It's like wow. And even though I'm good at that job, it makes me happier to be pressing shirts for others and then see the girls in their workout outfits. Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, being somebody not can drain you. You know, that's how I had to be too. I had to be pretty much. They used to call me Sergeant Thompson. That's what they call me. Yeah, Sergeant Thompson. Because I had to be so strict all the time, and because nobody wanted to listen. You know, I had to be nasty. I had to yell all day. That
It's
ain't
not
who
who
I am. You know, it's not who I am
it's
at all.
what you are. And I feel like I turn into this person, this corporate monster. And even though I try to keep the light mood, you can because it's so stressful. There's not even time to play around, and I love to play around. I'm a whole fucking clown.
I
You
know.
can't, man. I like
I
stay
know.
home with my
Yeah, like I
nonsense.
said, I only had one class I could joke with because they were well behaved, and
Oh,
I could kind of kick back with them, you know. But everybody else, I had to be a sergeant from the time I walked in that door to the time I got in my car. Um, and it's just, yeah, I like lightheartedness and good things, you know, and to joke and laugh and just put good into the world. And I felt like I was putting bad in there, and that's just not who I am.
you had to pretend, and it's sad. Hopefully, I don't have to pretend longer. Again, this is a manifestation of me soon being able to free myself. I want to tell you that one of the reasons that I haven't quit and keep going is because you text me out of nowhere. By the way, she mentioned she was in a relationship, so obviously she goes MIA. She was in love or whatever. We all get busy. We're super busy, so we were not. She changed gyms, so we really didn't see each other or talk to each other for a good 5 months,
Yep.
whenever. Yeah, at least. And randomly, and I know you were tuning into the podcast. Thank you.
Hmm.
And you were not even active on social media, but I know you had the podcast link. You text me, buddy, I quit because of you. You motivate me to be
Yeah.
happy. I was like, me? What did I do? I was like, what the fuck did I do? I'm over here thinking, holy shit, I hope this is a good.
No, no, I finally changed my mindset, darling, because remember, you used to tell me all the time, love yourself, love yourself. I had other people in my life, God bless them, would tell me, you are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy. And that would go in this ear and out that one, you know? But no, really, thank you. Thank you so much. Because, like I told you on the phone the other night, you're doing the Lord's work out here. You're doing good work. This is good, you know?
That's why I brought you on the podcast. We need to put awareness that you can do it. You just have to do
Yeah.
it. So I was like, holy shit. If Nickie, if I got Nickie to believe in herself, and she just got the believe in herself shirt because she obviously believes in herself, I can make others believe in themselves too. So this is like,
Yes.
I keep going. I don't care if I have to bust my ass with both jobs until I can't, literally, probably, physically, and hopefully financially, can leave that other job. Realistically, no, but I'm
Yeah.
still. We have those hopes. We keep those hopes high. I'm gonna keep going, and I know you're gonna keep going. And I want people to know, because the GS mindset that people don't. That people keep thinking, Pauline's so happy, Pauline. You have to go through shit. You have to go through hell and back. So
Well,
tell us about the significant, just one, so we can end the episode. One of the obstacles, the one that you think it was rock bottom, that you
honey, you
work on.
cut out at the end there. What was that?
Oh, the one event or obstacle that made you, because again, GS is all to have this good energy, you have to go through hell. I know there's something that you had to live. There was an obstacle, anything that you work on daily to be who you choose to be today.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, over this past year and a half, it was compiled. It was my job, having to quit my job. My granddaddy died, and that was my best friend in the whole wide world. So I was already like really down, like low,
Right.
low, low, and that's still kind of a big one for me. I love that guy. Um, and then my relationship with the man I thought that I would marry, uh, came to an end, and he said something to me that was very eye opening, and it really kind of snapped me into reality, I guess. And he said to me, "I cannot love you for the both of us. I can't love you enough for the both of us." Yeah.
This is my first time hearing this, guys, and I
Yeah.
thought I heard it all from her.
Yeah.
I cannot love you for the both of us. Boo, he definitely buried you there. If she was already low, she got buried.
Yeah.
She threw
So
dirt on you.
I mean
And still,
it was like a week of crying and but it finally got me to stop treating myself the way that I'd been treating myself since I was a kid. You know, I'd had that same dark mentality, negative core belief since I was a little bitty girl. And it finally snapped me out of it. All that stuff happened. I realized I'm down to nobody but me here. So guess what? I'm gonna love me. You know? Like, yeah,
and
I'm
you
just gonna
came
love me.
around like that.
Yeah,
As soon as just now, I caught your text, and I was like, "Oh, she's back."
yeah, yeah.
And then things just started going
hmm
the right direction,
And
right?
guess what? They look. If we were this way, they heading that way for eternity, baby. Because I ain't going back. You know,
We're not going.
I'm not ever going back to that mentality. I look at myself in the mirror every day. I look myself in the eyes, and I'm as crazy as it sounds. Hey, Nickie T, I love you. We're gonna have a great day. I say it every day.
And you're gonna crush it every day. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. I can't wait to give you your believe in yourself shirt, because you have to believe it. But I'm not only that, a lot of people may believe it, but then they're not themselves. So stop pretending that you're something that you're not. If you truly believe in yourself, love yourself, your weird, special kind of way. I think one of the things that remind me most about you, um, how you not only when you were talking negative about you, but you were, remember you had issues with your face too?
hmm That was from teaching. Yeah.
Oh wow. What was that?
So it was just like really bad inflammatory cystic acne that I never had, and it just came up from stress with teaching.
I don't know if you have photos and you want to share them with the podcast,
Yeah,
but I think
I'd be
I'm
happy to.
showing you.
Yeah.
You
Yes, you
have them?
see my face now. Yeah.
It's beautiful. What was the
Thank
first
you.
thing I told you? But
Yeah.
Nikki, let me tell you what she didn't see is, even though she had that reaction and was going through hell with her new job, and I remember she was finishing school, she was doing things, she was in cardio talking to me, and I was just trying to fight it for my life too, because I was forced to diet like I am right now. But now I'm doing it for myself and for GS, so it's different. And I was like, Nikki, shut up. You're at the gym in front of all of us. Not just you're here talking. You showed up. You don't wear makeup. You don't try too hard. You're not on your fucking, and I'll even call myself out on your QGS outfit, because now I'm a brand, instead of saying on your Alpha Elite or on your gym shirt. You didn't show up you're not putting up a show. You showed up with the fucked up face, fucked up mentality, and you're here at the gym kicking your ass. I was still seeing the good in you when
hmm
you saw nothing.
Yes, and
So
this is why I love you. This is why I love you. Yes.
all you can see was this, like
Mhm.
your outside, your problems around you, and how bad you had it. And I'm like, this bitch is at the gym
Yeah.
looking like shit, but
Yeah.
she's at the gym. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, you have to see life like that.
Absolutely.
If I ever saw you, you don't imagine. Lucky for me, I see people always for the good, but there's other people out there that are gonna see you how you see yourself, and
Yeah.
that will be
And then they treat you how you treat yourself because you
the
attract it. You attract that from other people. So if you're saying you're not good enough, you're going to attract people that are going to think you're not good enough, and they're going to treat you like you're not good enough, and you're going to accept it because you believe that you're not good enough.
exactly. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. You can have that phase and the bad phase, and you're still Nikki to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
man. So
but
say
look at the glow up, right? When Nikki find herself, you have
yeah.
to find yourself, and this is why I show myself. I definitely need to put more effort in some in the Sunday episodes. I gotta look good because Jess is like a 12 and I'm like a 2. But
You always look good. No.
but I don't want people to like me because of my looks. I want people to remember me for who I am
Yes.
always. Like, I don't want that to get lost in anything. And even, and I'm gonna say this in the podcast, because in the future you and I are gonna be all the way at the top. We're still Pauline and Nickie from the 5 a.m. squad.
Yes.
Forced, we're that we're grumpy and all this stuff. Like, good or bad, you have to love yourself. You have to stay yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I've always been country. I've always liked the old things, you know. And of course, anybody I meet, like, unless they're like 80, they're not into anything that I'm into.
Oh no, I
Uh,
think you're a weirdo, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, man. I mean, I'm sitting right now. You can't see it. Like, I'm gonna show you. There's my jukebox, just like
Oh
sitting
my
there.
god! Do you remember
That
you
was
were telling me you went and bought? Is that the one you went and bought when we were?
yeah, me
You
and my
told me you were
granddaddy.
driving.
Yeah, me and my grandpa went and got it. Yeah, cause he liked him too, But yeah, that's just who I am, man. Like, I'm obsessed with old cars and like I just like it. I
You
think
went
it's
to the Dolly World too.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I went to Dollywood by myself. It was fun. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I'm just glad she didn't invite me, y'all, because I did go to that Nashville bar and I said, "Oh, look, that's the Dolly part," but that's about it. That's where I draw the line. I know
No,
nothing
we
about
we gonna I'm gonna have to take you one day. I said we gonna have to go. And no,
thank you.
I'm gonna give you the grand tour. And hey, they got cinnamon bread. They got the best cinnamon bread in the whole wide world.
All we gotta know, the only trip you and I need to plan that we have in common is that Little Debbie Park. We have a
Yes,
Little
in
Debbie.
Tennessee. And then we can stop by Dollywood and get the cinnamon
Oh,
bread and then pay our respects to Dolly
Dolly show.
herself.
Next
Yeah.
thing you know, she's gonna teach me history. Derek, how many years have you been begging me to learn American history? And I have a really close friend that is the expert on this matter. My husband gets crazy because I know nothing. He's like, I wish you would have been illegal because it will force you to study for the residence.
No, I'll tell you, I'll teach you anything you want to know about U.S. history.
What?
I said about U.S. history, baby. I can tell you anything you want to know. That's my favorite thing in the world.
I know nothing. I know
So,
nothing.
this is the Betsy Ross flag, 13 colonies with the 13 stars. I'm messing with you.
No, I'm here learning because I know nothing
No,
about
really,
it.
yeah, that's the old flag.
I've been thinking, I was like, this is one of those redneck things.
Oh no, baby, no, this ain't a Confederate.
See, no, I don't know. And I don't want to know. Let's be honest. But again, going back, this message is for anybody out there. You can still have friends that are 1000% different from you because they bring, to me, each person has their own value.
Yeah.
And when you, yes, you can't expect everybody to be the same as you. That would be boring. I don't want another Pauline. I'll probably beat her ass. You never know. We're too much. So some people I'm too much, but they had to go find less.
Oh yeah, I mean, I said I've never had any interest whatsoever in being just like everybody else. I don't listen to the same music. I don't talk the same. I don't dress the same. I don't care about the same things. Like I think that's boring too. I mean, like I said, if everybody was like me, I'd be like, oh, this sucks. Like I just don't. I don't be the same as everybody else. Popular music, I don't. I mean, a song will come out in like 2019, and I'll hear it in 2024 and be like, oh, this song is great. Have you heard this? And my friends
I
be
know.
like, this came out years ago, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
You don't know about House of Dragon either. Like, you don't have to stay in. Like, you don't have to fit in. I think that that's the perfect message you can give us here because you've always been so authentic to
Oh
yourself,
yeah,
and that's why I liked you since day one. You're not, but what I do like that we have in common now is the same mindset, the
oh
good energy,
absolutely,
the
absolutely.
manifestation, and and the love for yourself is the only thing that I wish everybody has in common with each other.
I know. And too, if I could, Pauline, I want to just try to send everybody a message too on here, man. Like, if you do not have good self image, like, I need you to take a deep dive into that because when I tell you, like, it can hold you back from everything you've ever wanted. The only thing stopping you from everything you've ever wanted is yourself and your mindset. Uh,
It's you.
yeah, exactly. I always thought situations or other people will hold me back, and me being kind and entertaining this person or that person was holding me back. No, I was holding me back the whole time. And once you take accountability for that and you tell yourself that you did it and nobody else, that's when change can happen. Because you can't be pointing a finger. I didn't have the best childhood, pointing my finger at my parents for my whole life. I finally had to say, hey, you know what, they're people too, man. They just couldn't process what they needed to process, and they didn't heal. So I'm going to break the cycle now, and I'm going to heal now, so I don't carry this on into the future. I said, and if you don't address the problems that you have now, you can carry them for a lifetime. Address the problems you have now. Be real with yourself. Don't lie to yourself, and make change, and it will completely transform your life, dude. Trust me. Like if
Oh
anybody
my
was
God,
on the other side, it was me. Huh?
I'm about to give you my certificate. I'm starting to think you went to school for life coaching and here's your degree.
Oh,
seriously,
yeah.
you just repeated my entire course. You don't even have to go to school. What she's saying, guys, is 100% accurate. I did want to get certified. I want to go back to school and learn about relationship because I want to help relationships, but not only relationships with you, because life coaching, you work with yourself, but to have a good relationship with others. It's not that hard to be kind. It's not that hard to respect others.
It's not hard to smile, or when an old lady's coming up, hand her a boogie at the store and be like, "Here you go." Like it's not that hard, or to open up the door. It's really not that hard, But for some, it seems like it is.
And that's the people that I need to hire. I'll be your life coach. I will teach you to get to Nickie's mindset. You have to flip it. It starts with you, but you have to believe it. If I had to repeat it, and I'm going to continue to make podcasts and repeat myself and put myself out there and twerk my ass on the internet, either you like it or not, because I'm spreading good vibes, and someone's going to catch that vibe and say, hey, I want to be happy like Pauline. I want to wake up and I'm going to say an affirmation and I'm going to believe in myself, because if this crazy Mexican can do it, I can do it too. That's what I want. If Nickie said, fuck you being a teacher, I'm going to go ahead and be my own boss, and I'm going to put myself first. And now you're glowing. I can do it too. Yes, you can.
Absolutely. Like I said, I get in that mirror and say, Nickie T, we're going to have a great day. I tell myself I am worthy of love every single day. And before I go to bed, I practice my gratitude for every day. I'm just thankful to have a bed to sleep in, a roof over my head, power, water. I mean, there's always something we can be grateful for, man. When you start doing those things every day, your life will improve tenfold.
That's my daily affirmation. I'm happy and grateful. I am happy and grateful for this. I'm happy and grateful for that. And I'll go ahead and say it out loud. And if you put your hand on your heart, and it's not a prayer, whatever you believe on, you just have to, again, believe in yourself. I just repeat it. I now release everything holding me back from receiving more love, more joy, and more abundance in my life now. I am happy, I am worthy, and I am loved. I say this every day. This is what I learned, and it has helped me huge. So for whoever's listening, repeat it like she says. Even if you just say I am worthy, it can change your life. Gratitude and love to yourself.
So absolutely. Like I said, I'm not gonna say it's easy to begin with, because it's not. I mean, you can look in that mirror. When I was talking to myself, like the first time I said it, I didn't believe that. But the second and the third and the fourth and the 10th and the 20th time I did it, I started to believe in myself. And believe in myself and believe what I was saying.
Yeah.
And then finally, now I do. I do believe it.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I write it daily. Do you want to see how many pages? It takes.
Yes.
It takes daily.
But say I do mine on my iPad, but
daily. Yeah. I'm an old school. I'm 40 years old. I have to write it down.
Yeah, but I use this little thing, so it's kind of like writing it, but it's.
I don't have an iPad. I'm over here. Investing on myself. I'm my own bank right now, but I'll get there. I'll get a
Oh yeah,
camera and we'll have I will get a studio. We
yeah,
will be in a bigger platform. I'm saying it, I'm believing it, and all of those good things are coming. But what matters is, and stays the same is the message. Nickie, thank you for coming. Is there anything else you want to put out there in the universe? Because we know this is gonna be huge and we're helping others.
yeah. Absolutely. I just want to just put out there, like I said, love yourself, man. You have to love yourself, believe in yourself, and once you do that, you can love and support others. But it starts with you and you fixing your stuff and getting your mind lined up straight
With a vision board, because I have a big vision
with a
board.
vision board. Yes.
Vision board super
Yeah.
important. It's on my ebook. If you go to my website, I do have an ebook for $7.99, and it tells you those steps of what you need to do. Start small, read a book, go to sleep early. People don't understand that little habits, and this love that this entire episode became a life coach session because we can help so many people with just little tweaks. But what you said, Nickie, that I say it all the time to my best friend is the day that you stop blaming others for your own problems, even if they're affecting you, even if the motherfucker or a cop, I'm sorry, or anybody, you end up arrested, you end up in a car wreck, it's nobody's fault but yours. Even
Yes.
if you're not at fault, it's your, at that moment, when an ugly situation happens, when death happens, when a breakup happens, when a divorce happens, when somebody dies, guess whose problem is? Yours. You
Yes.
can't blame the universe. You can't blame the person that crashed you. Who's gonna fix it? You. So when
Mm-hmm.
you realize it's up to you to change everything, everything changes.
Yes. About to say, and I wish I could go around with a megaphone and like tell that to everyone. I want a GES megaphone, and I want to go around like scream it at everybody all the time. Own yourself. Own your problems. You
On
know.
your shit.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I just
I'm
it's a life
fat and
changing
I
thing.
can't work out. Okay, get life alert. I don't know what to do. Get up. I can't work out for you. I barely work out for myself.
I know, man. Like I said, yeah. With people with their mindset and stuff too. Yeah, like I said, it's like if you could lose weight for somebody, you would. You know, if you could do it for them, but you got to do it for yourself. Like you could tell me to love myself till the cows come home. Somebody could tell me I'm worthy till the cows come home, but I can't. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I need that. I need that one too. I'm just gonna replace all these with the GES ones. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a jukebox too.
I'm telling you, we love her, weird and all. She needs to be in a mental facility.
For being too cool.
No, no, no. I can only imagine. I'm gonna be. I know we're way past our time, and we still have. No matter if I would have been your um student, I would have gave you the hardest time because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Nickie takes her history to the core. I will see your outfits. And I'm sorry, we don't have bullies in Mexico. We're just straight up assholes. So if somebody insults you, you have to take it or you end up in a fight.
Yeah.
This is including teachers. The teachers could hit you. So yeah.
Oh
Way
my god.
different education over there.
No, I'm like I said, no, that was like I said, that's just my style, baby. That's my style. But no, like I said, they didn't even. It wasn't even like that. It was just for me trying to do my job. It wasn't even for me like being weird and all. It was for me trying to do my job.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because I
they
would have
didn't
made
even.
fun of you every day. I'm just
It,
being an honest student.
no,
I was
no,
a joke.
they would mess with me sometimes. I'd always have on a blazer. Like I love blazers. Okay, they went out of style in, like the '90s, but I don't care. I like
I
blazers.
just took some
Okay,
shit
okay.
for you, damn it.
Well, look, maybe I'm not so weird after all. Anyway, no,
Wow.
but they'd always jank on my blazers, and I had these cool shoes. They're called saddle locks for it, so they're black and white. And they would jank on those too, but it was more just me trying to do my job. I couldn't do my job because it would be quiet.
That sounds, yeah. If you're not happy, I say it all the time. And I did try. I think this is the first time I say it out loud. I think I told you and my close friends. I want the for the record shown that I do preach what I say. I did do, however you say it, I do as I preach. I try to find another job. I interviewed. I apply out of my corporate. I've done like 4 different applications and they haven't worked out. So I'm at a point like, okay, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. But I did try, and I did do a few interviews. I just didn't get them. So honestly, something else is for me. If when it's not for you, it's not for you. But I am trying. So I don't want
Yeah.
people to think, oh, Pauline complains about her job is not doing nothing about it. No, motherfuckers. Trust me, I'm doing everything I can. That's what I'm here on a Friday night, 10 p.m., after a full shift, after going to the gym at 4 a.m. I'm doing it all to make sure I'm okay. Because this makes me happy. I
Yeah.
can talk to people all day long, even if it's 1 a.m. in the morning, even if I'm not getting paid. We're not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, like I said, you just and don't ever give that up. Like you, even if you look for more jobs, like just keep looking, and then if not, like
No,
I
or keep
said,
busting my ass with JS till it
yeah,
pays off.
yeah, just keep doing that, baby. Like I said, with Mid Century Made, like I know the quality that of the service that I give is top of the line, and I know that people that want top of the line are gonna pay for top of the line, and I'm gonna make a living, and that's it. I got I got every tool in the book. I got steam cleaners. I got headlamps.
Oh, I love your cleaning supplies. Well, we lost Nikki when she was telling us about her supplies, which are amazing. I'm going to try to crop this to our long episode. Thank you for everybody that stood with us for this long. She's going to go try and recover the videos. There she is, almost overheated and turning the house on fire.
On here, okay?
Didn't I tell you that it's good luck that I always have something going on my podcast?
Yeah.
I told you, I warned you, my core listeners know that I could never have like the perfect episode. It's not. That means that means good to me. That means it's gonna be huge.
Okay, this is gonna be the one, baby. We got it. Yeah, if it's gonna be the good luck charm, we got plenty of luck. Yeah.
Oh, they all got technical difficulties, but I just see it as a good sign.
Yeah.
All you need is one, baby. All you need is one.
I know. Absolutely.
And like you said, to believe in herself. So I'm gonna stop this and record and let this upload. Thank you so much for coming, Nikki. Here at GS and me, your friend, always wish you the best and hope for the best. And I'm happy to see you loving yourself. I don't care about how you look on the outside. I know you're gonna get shredded. I know you're gonna get the muscles. You're already showing your triceps. All that is gonna be obviously a reflection of how much you work on your inside. And that's what matters.
Yeah, Pauline, this was such an honor, honey. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm really doing so much better in life, and I'm gonna be okay, and I'm gonna be
You're gonna
great. So
be more than
I
okay. You're
appreciate
gonna
you
be
so much.
amazing, sweetie. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You
Yeah.
wouldn't know what that is because you're not cool and you don't watch the Kardashians, just for the record.
Oh no, I don't watch them. Oh no.
Remember,
I watch
everyone,
Dolly Parton.
she's a Dolly Parton fan. It's okay. We love Dolly. She has really good messages, by the way.
See,
And
there she is again.
Lord help me. I have a special friend.
Oh, she's up there too above the jukebox. Yeah.
Lord, baby Jesus, help me. The message here is when nobody believes in you, you got to believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Until next time.